The shadow's starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports. And he almost flirted with disaster there, but it does get into the end zone before going out, and they'll bring it out to the 25. They'll run it here. This is Marlon Mack. And that is the kind of tackling they want to see all game, as he'll lose yardage to start things out. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11.
At the 24-yard line.
On 2nd down, here's a run with Mack. Oh, he faked it with a juke. Now he's got some room. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Give the Colts 13 yards and a 1st down. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. Marcus Peters up to make the tackle.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Now it's Tomlinson. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
They're making it look easy out there. Another 1st down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 1st downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success.
54 miles. It's going to be a long day.
They'll run on 1st down with Marlon Mack. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. Was that 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. This a give to Mack running to the right. And he's got some space here. That one covers 24 yards. It's a 1st down. You were telling me this yesterday. This is exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation. We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game, and it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. Now Tomlinson on 1st and 10. And down inside the 15 he goes. A gain of 11 that time and a Colts 1st down. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
Tomlinson again, a first down carry. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
That's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Tomlinson. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. 4 yards on the pickup there as they get it back to a more manageable 3rd and 7.
But you got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
Play number 9 now on this pretty long opening drive, but this is 3rd down. On 3rd down, Tomlinson. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. A great play there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Colts take it right down and score on the opening drive. Extra point safely through, and it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. Goff will lead the Rams up here 1st and 10 at their own 18.
Rush in, rush in, rush in.
Goff now to throw. He's got a first down and more past the 30. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. A gain there of 12 yards and a first down L.A.
1st and 10 at the 31-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Let him know.
Ric Flair.
Here's the first carry now for Todd Gurley. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. The success there, Charles, coming on the outside of the field, the ground game. Curious to see if that continues as we progress.
Yeah, we often talk about a variety in play calling and usually between run and pass. But in this case, with strictly the run game, you can be creative there as well. Run it inside, run it outside, keep the defense off balance.
And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. It's a Rams first down on a pickup of 10. A couple of nice carries back-to-back here, establishing the ground game a bit.
Yeah, these aren't bare-bones runs now. I mean, they're getting substantial yardage, the kind of yards you're looking for, right? Let's go ahead and use a cliche. Stay ahead of the chains, right? 5 or more yards each time, that's what you're looking for in setting a tone and getting your offensive line going.
Good sign on the opening drive.
Tiger. Hey, seam 6.
Now Goff on first down. And he's going to be swallowed up. Sacked back at the 45-yard line. Adam Gotsis in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. So after the sack, here's 2nd and 14. Here's Goff. That's caught by his tight end, Gerald Everett. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Got it. 20. Go, 12. Go.
Watch the slap. Watch the slap. 45, Mike, 45.
Quarterback. Hey, Echo.
We ain't beginning to tear you up. Don't get nervous.
Check.
Hardball.
Watch twist.
Throwing on third. Goff. That's going to be complete to his tight end, Everett. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another first down at the Colts' 34-yard line.
Plenty of things to talk about here, partner, but to me, their defense gave up a touchdown on the first drive. How about how they're responding, coming back? That's a big third down pickup to keep their drive alive.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Value 3.
Back to the ground game here, Gurley. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. He lost 6 there on the first down play.
Another example right there how this defense really is winning the entire game at the point of attack.
Yeah, right there at the line of scrimmage because they are dominating it. It allows their interior guys to get upfield and spill into the backfield. So how are you going to combat that? You know, because they bring in your tight end, keep him in. Your running backs, they have to step forward. Bottom line, your offensive line has to block them first to give yourself a chance.
The dump-off gets them 9, so now they're in much better shape for third down.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs as we just saw there.
This will be the 8th play of the drive. It's 3rd and 7.
Check 45 to Mike. Check 45 to Mike. I got wide. Undercrunch.
Shell.
You gonna see me in your nightmares, son. You gonna see me in your nightmares.
45, Mike, 45.
Just beating the play clock is gone. It's complete. This is Todd Gurley. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another first down at the Colts 17-yard line. We think back to the Super Bowl against New England. The Rams never even got into the red zone in that game. And now here they are in the red zone on their opening drive with a first down. Goff in the offense with a 1st and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. On first down, it's Gurley. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. Kendall Fuller in on the stop.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
DC.
Now on second down, this is Gurley. And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up third down. So they need 6 yards here on third down. They're 2 for 2 on third down tries so far on this drive. And the tackle made at the 13. He is well short of the first. Only a yard on the third down throw, and that leads to a fourth down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. Well, that's something of a pick-me-up, and the offense certainly has struggled, but they do get the field goal before half to put 3 on the board.
Yeah, you don't want to be shut out, but let's face it, those 3 points, that's not going to solve all their problems either.
Fielded about a yard deep. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the #1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in. but I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I'll guarantee you that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting rooms. Yeah, we know where we'd be if it ended today, but we also know it's not ending today.
Right.
So they've got to continue to play the type of ball that put them in the spot where they're number one in their conference.
2 minutes to play in this first half. 7-3, our score. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. A give running right is Mack. A good gain of 9 before he's brought down at the 28.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Ready? Mike, 54 is Mike. Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54. You must be getting tired of seeing me. Check it out.
They'll try and run for this with Mack. And they're able to get this one across the 35. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. And now Jackson will look to throw it. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Minka Fitzpatrick. And his guys will take over at their own 44-yard line. Well, certainly not how he wanted to start his night. First throw of the game, an INT.
Yeah, it's not easy, but he's got to try and wipe that one away from the memory banks. And let's face it, it's not often a quarterback and a defensive back have a lot in common. But one thing, because they have these individual type plays, they've got to have short memories, don't they? DB gets beat, wipe it away, quarterback throws a pick, has to do the same thing.
4 yards on the pickup, and it'll be a 2nd down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6.
2 for 1. Take that.
Now Goff will hand this one to Gurley. And he's going to take this one across midfield and into Colts territory. It's a 6-yard run, leaves him with about a foot or so here still to go to hit the marker with 3rd down coming up. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. They'll try and pick up the first with Gurley. And he's going to have a 1st down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half.
180.
Got you, boy.
Hold on. Check.
Lucky.
On 1st and 10, Goff. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down.
Well, there's times when you see these catches that are made, and we just know the guys playing it are really wishing for college rules. Only need that one foot down instead of 2. It's awfully difficult on the sideline, isn't it?
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
66. 5.
Let's go, D. Let's go. Hey, let's get there. Check 45 to Mike. Check 45 to Mike. Pick it up.
There's Goff. He finds his target, Beckham. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their second, as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33.
You can't block me.
49, check 49, check 49.
SOS, SOS, SOS. Super one. SOS, SOS.
Hey, check 24, check 24.
From the gun, here's Goff. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20.
Here we go again.
12.
Now Goff. Able to shake him off. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Now the Colts going to burn the second of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down. Went backwards. It's 3rd and very long.
Watch 30. Tight as Ringo. Tight as on Ringo.
Hey, 76. 76.
41 Mike.
76.
QB drop. Watch QB drop.
Here's Goff. He's letting it fly for Cooks. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Josh Jones. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
Well, I tell you, Brandon, this ball's intercepted, but it is 3rd down. So the silver lining is that since this is so far down the field and there wasn't a big run back associated with it, really this kind of works like a punt. It's not an altogether bad result.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Incomplete from the contact. Marcus Peters on the coverage.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10.
Bang, bang.
Not wanting to take a chance this time, they'll keep it on the ground. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. On 1st down, they'll stay with Mack on the ground. Fights him off. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. So we've reached intermission here in a low-scoring game. 7-3 is our score. As we send you cross-country to Orlando, Jonathan Coachman is there and has our EA Sports halftime report. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
Let's go. At their own 19-yard line.
The L.A. offense ready to go for their next drive. And with the way this offense has played thus far, to be frank, they got to feel pretty grateful to be in the ball game.
I would agree with you totally because they've done all of nothing offensively in this game, yet they still find themselves in a position on this drive where a touchdown can give them the lead. They need to take advantage of it.
Yeah, they're still looking for that first touchdown here in the third quarter. All they have so far, the field goal. The third quarter starts with a run by Gurley. And he'll push forward for about 4 up to the 23.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Shift.
Hey, Shell.
Check 45's the mic. I got him.
Hey, check Mike 45. Check Mike 45.
Let's go, D. Hey.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Goff. And that's complete to Cooks. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
45. Yeah, let's get that ball, D. Let's get that ball right here. Slam.
Hey, Rick Flair.
45.
Hey, Delta.
Man, I got you. Check 43.
14.
Now Goff. And he's going to have the connection to Foster. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on 3rd down.
We go tonight. 20.
Hey, tight end's right. Watch tight end. Hey, we got 3 down.
Ric Flair. Hey, Shell.
45's the mic. In your face.
Now a first down throw. Gone. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation, and there the defense won the battle. Now Goff gets this into the hands of Brandon Cooks. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. I don't know what they talked about at halftime. Whatever it was, it worked. They look like a different team here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I doubt that there are very many trash cans that got kicked over that type of a speech. I think what they did was they analyzed what worked in the first half, what didn't, and figured out a better game plan.
Goff going to hand it to Gurley. There to stop him was Darius Leonard.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play.
Cut! White 20!
45. I got one. He's coming.
5. Hey, Haywood!
Mike, 45.
I'm trying to collect.
45's the mic.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Goff. And it's caught. Beckham. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another first down at the Colts' 22-yard line. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him the football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are, you know, make him make someone miss in the open field.
Check 25, check 25.
Here comes carry number 10 for Gurley. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. That really sets him back, a loss of 6. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
Cut. 180.
Check 45.
Value 3. Value 3.
Hey, check Mike 45. Check Mike 45. It's our time. It's our time, guys. It's our time.
Bravo.
45, Mike 45. Hey, D.
12.
Pick it up, D. 45, 45. Mike 45.
Cut.
Now on second and 16. Goff.
Let's get off the field.
And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's third down. How about the defensive effort from both of these teams that we've seen in this game?
Would you say it's like a high-stakes chess match right now?
Chess is one way to go.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, I like it.
Okay, the only reason I say that, you feel like they're contemplating their moves before actually making one, and none of them being done very confidently.
Truth be told, I've never played chess, and I know that I'm not smart enough to play chess. Guys like you with your IQ, you can pull that off. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
Whirling.
They just do get the play off as he'll look to throw. Letting one go deep for the end zone. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's fourth down. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. And this one is right down Broadway. And they'll get it back within a point at 7-6. So a decent drive there to start the third quarter. They only salvaged 3 out of it, but they inch a bit closer.
Yeah, but still lots of time to go in this one. That's why you hear that clapping on the sidelines, right? Hey, got some points. As you said, inching their way back in. Time left to go out and get that victory.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. The run there on first down gets them a yard to the 26. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Well, we saw them there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
He's coming. Double up. Watch out.
They go right back to Mack. Give him 6 yards on the carry. It's going to be 3rd and 3 now.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them.
Let's go. 50, Pittsburgh. 54. Hey, we got to get this stop here, D. Back.
Jackson looking to throw on third. That's complete to Marlon Mack. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Give him 35 yards there on the third down conversion.
Tell you what, partner, you get the football in his hands, just give him a little bit of open space. As we just saw, he can make you pay.
And he wasn't the top option there, but check down turned into first down and then some. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. That one for Indianapolis, resulting in 15 yards and a fresh set of downs.
I think we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower, that front seven, reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing, slowing them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
Tighten up, tighten up, tighten up. Check. Hey, 58 is on. Go 58's the mic. Come to one.
Here's Tomlinson. And this time they're able to bottle him up as they'll stop him at the line of scrimmage. Mike Daniels makes the tackle.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up second down.
Check 99. Check 99.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he'll get them inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 5, and that leaves them with 5 more. 3rd and 5 now.
Tighten down. There you go.
From the gun, Jackson. Flushed out right. He can run for it, and he will. 5 yards that time out of the scramble. But now they're looking at a 4th down situation.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
Check. Press down.
They'll run for it. This is Mack. And he has the first down before he's tackled at the 5. They opt to go for it, and they get it. 1st and goal after a pickup of 5. So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up.
Watch it. Hey, watch it. Check three.
They'll run here with Mack. And he takes it in for a Colts score. Marlon Mack hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Colts, they add on to their advantage.
And, Brad, I think we have to look back at the big call to go for it on 4th down.
Yeah, that set up everything, and the end result, a short touchdown run. Correct me if I'm wrong. I don't think every coach would have gone for it back there.
You and I both know every coach would not have gone for it back there. So that's showing a little bit of faith, actually showing a lot of faith in his team, and it was rewarded.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30.
Tight end to the right, boy. Tight end to the right. Move. 3 out. 3.
Value 3. Value 3.
Jim.
80 weapon.
Again they run with Gurley. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that'll lead here to a 3rd down.
What? 180.
Check 45 to Mike. Too little, cut.
Hey, check Mike 45. Check Mike 45.
Goff turns and gives to Gurley. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. That'll back him up 2 yards and also bring up 4th. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes. And we've got a 1-score game.
Your trip is here.
So it's Rams football here as we get you reset. 1 score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
Pick me up. Here we go. 41's the Mike. 41's the Mike.
The Rams going for it on 4th. Gone. And that is incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Colts are going to get the football in outstanding field position. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. Every yard they gain getting them better and better field position, and obviously a field goal makes this a 2-score contest. That's really all they need.
And that means for your play caller, he's not looking to the attack portion of his sheet, right? He's looking for, okay, what do we have that's going to keep us in a good spot? No lost yardage plays. Let's kick a field goal and go up 2 scores. If we score a touchdown, great, but that's not what you're really playing for.
They keep it on the ground. Mack again. Even with the good move he showed, he'll be brought down short of the 15. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. The good run on 1st down followed up by a not-so-good run on 2nd down.
Now let's find out if they're going to stick with the run here on 3rd down. A lot of people would love to see some play action here. I say go with your best running play over your best blocker.
On 3rd down, a run by Mack. And he gets the 1st down yardage before he's brought down just outside the 10 at the 11. 3rd down turns to 1st with that 5-yard pickup.
1st down.
And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They'll run on 1st down. It's Mack. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. This is Tomlinson. It's a 10-yard gain there, and it sets him up now 1st and goal.
Brandon, sometimes it just comes down to the power of suggestion, because I know exactly what they said all week long. We're coming off the open week. We'll have the fresher legs in the 4th quarter, and they will wilt when we get to that point. And right now, it appears that they're thinking that exact thing.
Yeah, offensively, they had the bye last week. Defensively, did not. Is that really a big factor? Is that more talk during the week?
I think the more that you talk about it, the more that you emphasize it, the more sometimes it comes true for your team.
No dice this go-around. He's hit behind the line and taken down. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
From back at the 4, here's 2nd and goal. It's a give, running left, Tomlinson. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Colts, they add on to their advantage. Point after, right down the middle. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game. So after it's over, you're going to go to the film, find out where the game was really lost. But this is not a situation now where...
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked by Kendall Fuller. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he will score. Touchdown, Indianapolis. That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them to the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
Extra point splits the uprights, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. So we had action to the very end of this one. The score on the final play that they didn't need to have. They didn't just run out the clock, though. They added to their final total.
Played it all the way to the end, and you know some coaches preach that and tell their teams that's what I want all the time, and they feel like if they don't do it themselves, they're not living up to the message that they're sending out.
So for Indianapolis, they're setting themselves up as a major contender as they move to 8-1 now on the year. And they'll get a few extra days to get ready for next week. Meanwhile, for LA, their season is on life support somewhat now at 3-6. And they'll try to get back on track next week as they head to Dallas to take on the Cowboys.